Here we go. Let's hope it doesn't kick out on us again.
And Zoom doesn't
Um,
decide.
hi, my name is Brandy, and this is my friend Kim. She is a teacher in Philadelphia,
Mhm.
and she has graciously blessed us with her presence. We are going to be motivational interviewing Miss Kimberly here. Kim, can you just tell me a little bit about your history and some things that you do want to change?
Yeah. So I feel like, I mean, in the past year and a half, I've made some like personal changes that have gone really great. I was diagnosed with PCOS like a year and a half ago and have made like a lot of like health changes. So like those things are good, but obviously stress and like your work really do impact how you then um kind of your health in kind of like a holistic view. So working on like my work-life balance and just making sure that I am very intentional with my time is something that I need to work on. I've tried to work on it, but it's just something that has not been very successful. So definitely being intentional with my time and balancing work and life. And I think that's a lot of people struggle, but something that I need to focus on.
Yeah, I had my knee surgery, and so I'm home a lot, and everybody thinks like, oh, she's home, she can focus on things, and I'm like, it's actually quite the opposite. It has been a struggle because, it's even though you have the time, sometimes it doesn't always go in the right direction.
Yes.
So this semester definitely has been rough. So I
Yeah.
get the whole trying to manage time, and I'm same with you. I've like maybe a year ago, maybe two, I've already started changing like physical health stuff. So now
Yeah.
it's just balancing out that stress and things like that. So I understand where you are coming from.
Yeah.
So from that, so you would say your what would you say is your main goal in everything though?
Yeah, I think my main goal is just being more intentional with my time. Like if I'm dedicating my time to work, I'm working. Like I'm not picking my phone up. I'm not like also like talking to someone or FaceTiming. Like if I have time to work, I'm working. If I have time to like play or if I have time to like be with my family or my friends, like that is what I should be doing. Like I shouldn't be checking my work email at that time, like being more intentional with my time.
Yes. So yeah, the work email one, I ignore that one. And they still email me because I'm managing the pool bar this summer. And at this point, I'm kind of like, y'all might want to find somebody else because I don't even want to go back. But
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Work email is one thing that like as a teacher, I have to like, and I've done it. Like I will tell my students, like, if you reach out to me past 8 p.m., I won't see it until the next morning. Like I'm not doing that. And it's gotten even earlier as I've kind of progressed through this year because I'm going to bed earlier. And two, like I need to pull away. Like I can't keep pouring in to my work when I'm not here.
yeah. So walk me through like just a normal day that you have planned out for yourself.
Okay, so normal day. I wake up at 5 a.m. I am showered, dressed, out of the house by like 6:30. I am in work I live literally 5 minutes away. So I usually stop at like Wawa, get coffee. Um, and I am at work by 6:45. My students are in my classroom by 7:45. And then I teach with like a lunch break in between 7:45 and 1:35. So I have three classes kind of back to back. And then my prep period's right at the end of the day. So I get an hour and a half of time to just kind of plan, grade, get like literally my work as a teacher done within that hour and a half. And then I'm typically here most nights until like 4:30 doing the extra things that like don't fit into that prep time. um after that, I go home. I walk my dog. So that is like one of the things. Russell is my baby, and he is, as soon as I get home, like he's on the leash, we're out for a walk for like 20-25 minutes, at least. And then I cook dinner. And from there, like that leaves me at like 7:30, 8 o'clock by the time like dinner is like cleaned up and I'm like kind of just relaxing. And then I will like scroll for a bit, like mindless scrolling is something that I need for a while. And then I go to bed. Like that is that.
You know what I didn't hear? I didn't hear you that you did your schoolwork.
Yeah, no, that's
So
not a normal
that
day.
is wow. And I was gonna say, maybe get up a little earlier in the day, but you do get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Like you you have a lot going on.
Yeah, so
A
typically
lot.
like on like a normal week, I will leave my like grad work until Sunday. Like I typically it's an asynchronous program, so I kind of have like freedom to do the work when I need to. Um and I usually leave that for like Sunday, and Sunday is like my time to like prepare for the week, go food shopping, make sure that my lessons for my students are great, and then I then work on my grad work for like the rest of the day. I take a break to do Sunday dinner with my parents, and then I usually like peace out of there pretty quickly, and go back to working until like 9 on my schoolwork. So,
Sundays are dedicated mainly to school.
mhm.
So, so I see you like you honestly do have like some kind of a schedule.
Yeah,
I guess my input would be you mentioned on Sundays that you do make sure that you're ready for the week at school,
yeah.
at work. Do you think you could move that to more of like when you're there at school, like on Friday? I know you guys probably get out early or something, but maybe like so that way you have more time just for your grad stuff and not so much of having the work at home on Sunday.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just something
So
that
it's
you have to
definitely
do.
something that is like, it's always my intention, right? Like Fridays are, the students get out early. I'm here until like my contracted hours, like on a normal day. Um, but we then have like meetings and stuff. So like the intention is usually like make sure I'm set up, my boards are clean, I'm good, I have things printed, I have keys made. But like some of those things just like, and most of the times those things don't happen because like at 3:30 on a Friday, I'm out. Like that's my contract time.
You're like, I am
Um,
done for the week.
right, right. But I mean, that is definitely a consideration of like, okay, I know we want to be done for the week. However, if I use the half hour on Friday when I'm here, right? Like I'm already here, I'm already in the building. If I use that half hour on Friday, then that saves me that half hour to an hour on Sunday when I don't want to do it.
So with that, um, trying to think of how I want to word this. Wow, you sound like my life. I go to school Monday through Friday. And then I have my internship, which I just started going back to because of my knee surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I am an officer in a club. So I'm always like my days are almost as long as yours.
Yeah.
Jakari lives with his dad now, so I can finish school.
Wow.
This just happened like a couple weeks ago. But while he was with me, like I would be up same time as you, like 6:30 is when I would get up, not 5 a.m. Um, so I really feel you on this like time management and like balancing like the difference, like, okay, like do I need to should I stay here or should I go?
Yeah.
One of my things since I'm not getting paid to be in school, I kind of think of it as for me personally, is how I am. I have to stay there. If I don't stay there, then I just don't get anything done at home.
Yeah.
So maybe you might want to force yourself to stay there. Do you think
Yeah.
that's something that you could do? Like, do you think like if you gave yourself let's do like a 6-week planning. So for like the next 6 weeks, you try to put on Friday, Thursday, Friday, okay, this
Yeah.
is what I'm going to plan for next week. That way you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that on Sunday. You can do more with your school stuff on Sunday. Maybe even spend more time with your family and not have to dip out so quick.
Yeah.
So I think if that's something, we can chat back in 6 weeks. Honestly, this doesn't have to just be for this.
Yes.
Because then I can keep you accountable.
Sorry, that boxing bell is our like, hey, detention's over. Get out of the building. There's gonna be one more. So give it a 1 second.
You're fine. No, we're almost done.
Oh, I just won. Okay. Yeah. So what was really nice, I told you there was another. What was really nice this past weekend, or like this past week since I was on spring break, I got my schoolwork done like during the week. So last night when we were at dinner, my sister was like, "Oh, like you're staying? Like that's so weird. What are you doing? Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine. I just am done with my work." So, I don't know, maybe even like
Maybe you tell me. Maybe what do you
something.
think?
I feel like so with work, it's really hard for me to like in a specific time frame, like any specific time frame, because of like how things change and like there are just requirements. Like if I don't have a lesson planned and like a meeting run long on Friday and like that's something that has to be done. Like my kids are coming here no matter what. And if I don't have a lesson, I am up. I'm screwed, honestly. Sorry. However, I do think that like dedicating time during the week instead of having like typically it's like 2 to 3 assignments that I have due on Sundays. So maybe taking that schoolwork and kind of dispersing it through the week. So instead of having to spend like 5 hours on a Sunday, I have spread that time between my weekdays to get like a piece of it done or like one assignment done or 2 assignments done where now I only have like one more to do and I can get that done early on Sundays rather than spending my entire day dedicated to my grad work.
Yeah, because I know you. I know your house is always clean.
It is.
So I know you also dedicate time to cleaning.
Yes, I do.
That is important.
It is.
So I mean, I think you have a good plan. I think that this is my advice. I'm not supposed to be writing, which I learned in class that writing is pretty much telling you what to do after I've already heard it.
Yeah.
So hopefully I did not do that. Sorry, Dr.
No.
Vega. But so I feel like you have a plan. I think that I agree with maybe doing a little bit throughout the week so you're not so stressed on Sundays. And that
Yeah.
way, if you do on Friday forget to do something for school, you still have a little bit of time because you've spread everything else out instead
Yeah.
of doing it all at once. I do think with your busy day, it will take some getting used to like putting that in there. Because I know that once you get home and you've been using your brain all day, you kind of just shut down. So
Yeah.
I do agree with like trying to do some stuff throughout the week.
Yeah.
But I think you have like a good little goal setting. I think this was good.
Honestly, it's gonna force me to be.
See, now you're gonna think about it because you offered to do this for me.
I did. Yeah. See, holding me accountable. I always talk about holding my students accountable. No,
So when,
who's
and
holding me
so
accountable?
yeah, so I actually didn't go to class today because I wasn't feeling good. I think I ate something, had food poisoning, and now I'm a little bit better. So it's
Yeah.
like what, almost 5 o'clock. So I definitely get some things come up too. So
Yeah.
I think you'll do good. And you can always honestly like we can check in a couple weeks just to see if you've done that because that will hold me accountable as well. So
Yes.
time management, some holding of people accountable. And I know we can do it because I know us and we have really good spirits and we are really good people. So I think we can do it.
I agree.
Well, I hope you
1000%.
have a good rest of your day.
You
Thank you
too.
for doing this with me
Of
and I
course.
will see you later.
Yeah.